We both can admit that we procrastinate too much, and this is really a big problem. In the previous video, we found out that journaling solved this problem the best. But it's also really important to look at why we procrastinate. When we look around, there are tons of good solutions. For me, journaling worked the best. For others, it's deleting social media, starting a new hobby, or telling to ourselves that today I'm not going to open my phone. They all work great, but why having all these solutions will still come back to our phones and procrastinate for hours? That's why we need to address the root cause. Therefore, I came up with 4 things why we procrastinate. And it's actually 4 feelings that you know very well. It's anxiety, stress, fear, and not being yourself. You probably saw at least 2 emotions that you feel during your scrolling, procrastinating, and not doing the work that we need. And I have felt this myself. Every time that I scroll on the phone, I don't feel relaxed. There's always some feeling around related to stress, to anxiety, and you just can't get away from the phone and you continue to scroll. You continue to procrastinate feeling that you are searching for something. But in reality, do we actually find what we are searching for? So this whole bubble of social media and scrolling is a hidden mix of feelings. So how do we actually go about it and fight those feelings? Well, what I've seen is that I scroll the most when I have some important work to do. Whether it's starting a new video, preparing for my tests, doing some big school projects, and my phone just takes all the time. You probably have noticed that with all these hard works, the main problem is the start. You have to sit down, prepare mentally, and then find out how to start. And I actually hate this problem myself a lot. But I found some ways how to work around it. So it's quite simple, but I found that it works. First of all, I write down in my computer, in my notes, on my notebook, all the list of work that I need to do. Then I see which projects are the most important. And one secret thing that I do every time when I have some new work is I very clearly describe it to ChatGPT. And one thing that ChatGPT does amazingly is tell me how to start. I just ask him directly. I say, I feel stressed. I don't know where to start, I have a lot of projects, and please give me some advice. That's it. And very often that's enough for you to just get started with a small action as you can. So with any work that you pick, the start is always the hardest, and you often see that if you are able to start, after 15 minutes, you go with the flow and everything works great. This is how I normally deal with all the stress and anxiety that comes from the work. But sometimes there are another 2 feelings that are involved in this. And this is fear and not being yourself. So we can combine them both because they work together. I myself are more introverted and you probably are too, and we oftentimes think about what others think about us, how our work will impact our respect. Therefore, it's really hard for us to start something new and do something not ordinary. This was the case for me when I wanted to start videos, and after being consistent for 85 days and creating almost 100 videos, I still sometimes find a hard time putting my phone away, closing social media, and starting creating. Because all I can think is fear. How it will turn out, what if I fail, what if I don't talk fluent enough, and what if you think that I am cringe and dumb. So what I have done is I sit down and think, this is really dumb. I believe that I could be doing so much. I could be creating, I could be drawing, I could be trying all those cool things. But what's stopping me is just my dumb thinking. Thinking that I'm not enough, thinking I can't do this. First of all, everyone is thinking about their fears. So you just have to sit down and deal with yourself. Why? If I can feel fear without doing anything, without starting, and just by thinking about action, well, therefore, we can just start out of nothing. And what this means is that you can choose to start and you can choose how you feel about it. This is where being yourself comes. If you accept who you are, and if you accept that, okay, you are not good at speaking, you are not that interesting, good. You know what you are working with, and there is no point for you to lie about yourself and fake yourself just to not feel fear. What's better is being yourself and therefore feeling fear of doing something, doing some actions. You see, for me, it's really easy to just tell you that you need to be yourself, but I know that I didn't manage to feel this way myself quickly. And what this took me is just a lot of trying and being alone. If you really want to find who you are and feel better about yourself, what you need and what helped me is just finding time when you are completely alone and being with yourself. Picking a notebook or a complete sheet of paper or just opening your phone notes and writing about yourself. Who you are, how you feel, and what makes you feel this all 4 emotions. But since they are feelings and emotions, they don't disappear and they are always with us. So our main goal is to acknowledge them, learn how you and I respond to them, and if you are able to manage them, your procrastination just falls by itself. Now, what I want you to do is every time when you open your phone, you open your social media, or you catch yourself doing something that is really not productive, try to find which of these 4 feelings are related. Is it stress? Anxiety? Fear? Or are you lying to yourself and not being your authentic self? I hope this quick explanation will help you and I didn't bore you too much. Don't forget to subscribe, like this video, and I have a private community top link in the description. Let's stop procrastination and I'll see you soon.